Hello, everyone. I have spent half day of my 2 weeks holiday and try one AI project, which is trading 212 API with Cloud Codes. So then the Cloud Codes can automatically trading in my trading 212 API practice account. I'm gonna show you guys today how can we do that and what tools do we need to let this cloud codes run trading automatically in our trading 212 AP um, applications. So let's go start. What do we need? First of all, Um, so what I want to build is install a trading 212 API skills from GitHub. This is quite popular nowadays. I saw someone also posting in Xiaohongshu. That's why I wanted to try it out. This is the GitHub project agent skills. I hope you guys see it. And yeah, so I want to try this one. And then we have to upgrade our cloud codes to the Pro. So then we can use the cloud codes Pro to connect with the training 212 API. And then we need to generate credentials in the trading 212. And then yeah, the credential you need to design is it is demo or it is a real life real money. So I tested with the fake money, which is practice environment. You guys can self decide if you have much money to do the experiments, but I don't. So the tool we use, because I'm using MacBook, that's why I have terminal. And then this homebrew, no JavaScript, npm, nps. This is for requiring install the trading skill installs. That's why I have also installed this tool. And then the GitHub, this agent skills we need, and then the Cloud Code Pro, which is to load the trading 212 API skills, and then do the trading in trading 212 uh, application. Yeah, and then API is the demo credential with IP allow listing and permissions. And then last but not the least is ChatGPT. Every time when I face some issues, I will ask ChatGPT how do I solve it. For example, when I run this code, and then it say that MPS is not found, and then not JSON is not JavaScript is not found, and so on. Then I will ask the ChatGPT, how do I solve this? How do I install this? And the ChatGPT will write me the codes, and then I have done it. Then um, it work again. So I install the skills in my local, and then we need to um, create a new folder for the cloud, and then the cloud can only access this folder. This is very important. And yes, The cloud asks whether you trust the folder because it can read, edit, and execute files there instead of trusting the entire home directory. User in use a dedicated project folder. Choose yes, I trust this folder only for a folder you trusted and or created. So be careful here. And then once you have done this step and cloud already upgraded to the Cloud Codes Pro, then you can go to your Trading 212 app in your handy or in your phone, and then open the setting, and then generate API. Um, so you have to set up the API security, which only allows to trade at your local address. Um, this is the code which can show your local IP address. Um, and these home internet IPs can be dynamic. Um, Sometimes it changes. For example, when your router is switch off and then switch on again in Germany. I don't know in other country how this work, but in Germany, then you will get a new IP address, and then after 180 days, you probably also get a new IP address. So once the cloud code complaining that the credential is unauthorized, then you can check your IP address with this one and then see it's matched to the IP address that you input in your phone Trading 212 app. And you should never put these keys and secret uh, into the public folder or YouTube or the cloud codes. You can save it in your local desktop in a file. For example, I will show you how we're gonna do it, and then we keep going to the API permissions, because I want cloud codes completely automatically doing the trading by itself. That's why I turn on all the permission for this key. Accounts data profile, properly, orders, read, all the information, history, dividends, and so on. Um, and then you have to copy your key and your secrets to your local desktop somewhere, but not in the cloud code, and save it, because the key is gonna be only show once. Once you close the setting for the API, then the key will be blush. You cannot see it anymore. So you have to save it somewhere that you always can check it again. And yes. Um, So the API key and secret are a pair and must belong to the same environment. Never paste real credential into chat, screenshots, or source control. For a first experiment, use demo rather than live. This is the suggestions. Then yeah, this is what I say. If we use export tray API key and then put the key here into the terminal, then once you close the shell or terminal session, then it will remove these variables. Um, so what I do is store the credential in a local and file and load it when starting cloud codes. and this will be hidden in Finder or in the file. So you can use ls or the command switch dot to see it. And this is how I create this dot and file cd trading cloud. And then this is not what I want to show here. And then cd trading cloud, and then the end file, and then they will open um, a fenster, a window, and then you can pull um this one there. You can put it what kind of in, invest, because different type of accounts have different type of key. So you can put it like this, and then here also. Something like this. And then this is just in case your project is a key project, then you have to git ignore, so then they will not put it into the key project. Since I only use for my local, so it's not necessary. And then Control O, enter, Control X, then you save this file into your trading 212 cloud folder. And then here is the code that's to check if the key is set. You just put into this code, and then if they return this one, means it set it up into your local file. Then it should be fine. And then we can, so the final architecture, let us summarize up. We are using trading 212 demo, and then local credential save it. This is the